Yeah, it's funny, I left that out because, I mean, Al-Shabaab had proven itself to actually be fairly capable on the battlefield. I mean, it's unfolding today, an attack on a hotel in Mogadishu. It's killed at least 20 people. They can attack in Mogadishu. For many years now, Shabaab has pretty much dominated outside of Mogadishu and some of the larger cities in Somalia. And I think it's always been a great question of, okay, do people really support Shabaab, or do they support some of these groups? And I mean, I think we have to kind of think a little bit differently about what constitutes support. I mean, most people, I think, anywhere in the world just want to get on with their lives, right? We just want to not have to worry about the police or getting hassled or anything else. A lot of people, I think, just want to, whatever the easiest way is to get on with my life and move forward. So, if Al-Shabaab says, come pay your taxes, and they do it, and they kind of operate like a mafia-type organization. But, Shabaab also has done a lot of the things like I talked about, basically restore kind of security to a place like Mogadishu or parts of Somalia, where, it's at the barrel of a gun, and maybe the ideology isn't something that people are thrilled about. But, frankly, they're also sick of the government in Mogadishu, not acting as a government. It's been 20 years. It's been more than 20 years that Somalia has, really going back to the fall of the Sibara, I mean, more like 30 years that Somalia hasn't functioned as a state. And, at some point, what do you do? I mean, how do you, and I think, policymakers in the US and elsewhere have just kind of thrown up their hands and, what do we do about this country? How can we actually have a positive impact here? What can the government actually do to get some kind of broad acceptance? But I mean, I think this is the bigger, across the board. You've got vast swaths of Africa where the state isn't really involved in the conversation around governance, and frankly, that's troubling. And especially with a lot of the long-term challenges Africa's facing, that's going to be a very difficult scenario to see a kind of a peaceful and secure Africa in the long term.